Papa Williams Night of a Thousand Laughs, 30 years anniversary celebration, 30 years of providing joy and laughter, featuring the legends and the raves. A1, I Go Down, Linda Drunk, Gandoki, I Go Save, Gordon, Mr. Paul, MC Casino, and many more. Venue, the Dome Event Center, Asaba. Date, Friday, November 21st, 2025. Time, 6 p.m. Tickets, regular, 5,000 Naira. VIP, 10,000 Naira. Gold table, 500,000 Naira. Platinum table, 1 million Naira. Tickets are available at Rodinia, Roban, and Annie Supermarkets. For table reservations, please call 0703-639-2738 or 0811-741-0004. Powered by MTN, Maltina, Teasers, Tantita Security Services, and DESOPADEC. Papa Williams Night of a Thousand Laughs. Celebrating 30 years of laughter. Who let the dogs out?
Hello. Education is the bedrock of social advancement. The Delta State Oil Producing Areas Development Commission, DESOPADEC, has remained committed to the transformation of this key sector. Welcome to DESOPADEC Weekly. It is the TV program on activities of Delta State's #1 interventionist agency. Stay tuned as we explore the efforts of DESOPADEC in promoting education among Delta youths. Joy Uche is my name. Thank you for joining us.
I am John Obukoko Nani, Chairman DESOPADEC. All oil bearing committees should know that the board of DESOPADEC is a trustee of the dividends of their oil bearing committee. For any project that will be cited in your area, you own that project. Anything that is done, whether by way of human capital development or project cited in your area, you should make sure it is your own and not the board. The board is just there to implement, to apply those things that belong to you, so you own it as your own. This a plea that by the time you own it, you will know, yes, you are from the oil producing community.
One of the most impactful educational interventions of the Delta State Oil Producing Areas Development Commission is the Bursary Programme. This initiative has seen the full payment of bursaries to thousands of qualified students from the mandate area. More than just an aid package, this bursary is an investment in the goals and future of our young scholars. By removing financial barriers to learning, the DESOPADEC is enabling students to focus on what truly matters: academic excellence, personal development. It is also intended to aid them to become future leaders of their communities and the nation. The impact of this bursary program is far-reaching. It is not only a lifeline for struggling students, but also a powerful tool for fostering educational equality and uplifting entire communities. From Burutu to Wari, Ugele, Uzoro to Kwale, and Agbo, the joy and relief felt by recipients and their families are impressive. This bursary scheme is expected to yield a new generation of empowered and enlightened individuals who will, in turn, contribute meaningfully to the advancement of the oil-bearing communities.
I feel so great because it is not an easy one. DESOPADEC helped our students a lot, especially myself and most of the students that are not privileged. So DESOPADEC, their bursary helped us a lot. So before the bursary came, due to the economic undertone, students are going through a lot, the stress and everything. But when this bursary came, the money was very huge, and it went a long way in taking care of some challenges we students are facing in the school environment. So it was of great use to us.
From strategy meetings with student bodies to the official launch of the online registration portal, the rigorous selection processes, to the triumphant moments when bank alerts confirmed payments. This is a story of efficiency, accountability, and genuine care. Before the official launch of the 2024-2025 DESOPADEC Bursary Portal, the Commission, through the Office of the Executive Director of Projects, convened a series of strategic engagements with leaders of student unions at the Commission's headquarters in Warri. These meetings were designed to strengthen synergy between the DESOPADEC Board and the student community from Delta's oil-producing areas. It also served to reassure them of the noble intentions of the management of DESOPADEC under the board chairman, Olorogun Nani, and the managing director, Chief Festus Ochonogor. During the launch of the Bursary portal, the DESOPADEC Executive Director, Social Services, Chief Favour Izoukumor, said the scheme stands as a catalyst for hope, academic excellence, and community transformation. The portal remained open specifically to applicants who are indigenous of the oil-producing communities.
As you are all aware, this initiative of Bursary underscores our commitment to education, human capital development, and sustainable growth in the oil-producing communities. It is more than a mere financial aid. It is an investment in human capital, community development, and future leadership. Recognizing the financial challenges many students face, this program is stimulus for advancing educational excellence and encouraging higher enrollment in tertiary institutions, reducing dropout rates among reserved students, and enable students to focus on their studies without the burden of financial crisis. The DESOPADEC Board served as a catalyst for hope.
Speaking at the ceremony, the national president of Urhobo students, Comrade Freedom Onagba, and other ethnic students leaders expressed appreciation to the DESOPADEC Board and to the Governor of Delta State, Right Honorable Elder Sheriff Warri, for sustaining this initiative.
On behalf of the student comrade communities and the student community entirely, I would like to express our gratitude, our appreciation to the board for their wonderful work. It's not easy. Can I please get a hand of today have really marked a milestone, an achievement that we have been pushing for over some years now. And we are really happy that today the pregnant woman has finally given birth.
Weeks after the closure of the registration portal, a screening committee comprising staff from the Directorate of Social Services and the Security Department of the DESOPADEC was inaugurated to oversee the selection of qualified applicants.
30-something thousands of applicants cut across the 6 nationalities of the Commission applied. As you are aware, this is a process. We have started it, and this is another important to complete this bursary business.
The screening and verification process spanned several days due to the large number of applications.
So far, so good. I think we have been working, doing the sorting. You have applied. So we are sorting those that is qualified. First come, first serve. So I will taking the list from number 1 to the last. So those that is qualified, we will sort them out. The rejected ones will keep them separate. Beneficiary, we are looking at Urhobo 2,000, Ijaw 15, Itsekiri 15, Ndokwa 1,000, Eka 1,000, Isoko 1,000. That's what we are looking at. Wow. The students, they have to be patient that we are working. The DESOPADEC is doing everything possible for them to benefit from the bursary. And we thank the board for approving this bursary for the student. And we pray that God, with infinite mercy, will give the state more money, the governor, because we are supporting the governor, because they are paying bursary. The DESOPADEC look into the mandate area, they are paying bursary too, to encourage the students, most especially from the mandate area.
Although the process encountered a few challenges and constraints, the committee's professionalism and dedication ensured that every issue was addressed with utmost competence and fairness.
And some persons, with what they try to do, they apply 2 times. They will use different name. They will use the surname. They will use smaller, not knowing that because of the email, we use the email to detect most of their this thing and their bank account, because your name must correspond with your bank account. So we use that one to detect them. Those that try to manipulate the system, I'm disappointed on them, because we need a genuine system. If the government deem fee that want to give bursary to the student, the genuine students are there. The genuine students are there, and they are much.
Unlike other sites, this site is it was easy for them to apply, and it's a much, even if you have a 2,020 let's say 50,000 persons on the site, it doesn't go slow. It doesn't slow down. So all through, no application was there. We didn't have any call or complaint from any of the students that they were able to enter the site or were able to upload their pictures. So because we have a particular mega pixel that it would have that would have entered initially for the previous site, but this one they just apply. You can snap directly to the site, and they applied, and I think we have some challenges from their pictures. Some people use their phone, so the selfie might not take cut off the one with their faces, but while in the back end, you saw that generally they snapped with their phone, which is a genuine picture. We accepted them, and I think it's fine. Initially, we used to have some orders in the previous time, but we make a correction on this, and it was a flexible one.
conclusion of the exercise, names of qualified students were submitted to the designated authority for approval and subsequently to the bank for disbursement. It was a celebration galore among students from Delta oil-producing communities who received credit alerts of 50,000 naira each from the DESOPADEC as payment for their 2024-2025 bursary scheme. The excitement resonated across tertiary institutions nationwide as beneficiaries expressed joy and gratitude for the timely intervention.
At first, when I applied for the DESOPADEC bursary payment, I was not expecting that huge amount of money. At first, I thought it's just normal student bursary that everybody applied. When I got the alert, I was like, wow, it helps me a lot in my academic, like when it comes to the payment of my school fees. My school fees is 100 and something thousand naira, but with the help of the DESOPADEC bursary, I was able to complete my school fees and paid my 400 level school fees when the DESOPADEC was paid.
When the money came, it came like you were not expecting it. Though we were hearing stories of these people are receiving, and they were more like anticipating for it. But when it came, it was more like, wow, so this kind of money now enter my account. And then when it came, the first thing, first of all, we have to do is first of all go get school stuff and prepare because of preparations for exams and every other activities. And then we use it to pay 1 or 2 school utility bills, of which on the notes we see us calling our parents to say, want to pay this for this, want to pay this for that. And then at the end of the day, we discovered that we're able to pay some of our bills on our own from what the government from what we benefited from the DESOPADEC budget, and then we are more like, wow, we really appreciate, and it was grateful that we registered and then we're part of this great beneficiary.
In an exclusive interview with the DESOPADEC Weekly TV, the Executive Director of Social Services, Chief Favour Izoukumor, gave an overview of the entire bursary program.
The general overview of the just concluded bursary for Delta State tertiary institution, most especially the mandate area, the oil producing communities. It was a huge success. Of course, when we started whatever that we are doing, we consider the selection based on merit, and we all know the hundreds of thousands of students from the catchment areas in the institutions, and management, because of paucity of fund, the board approved 8,000 students to cut across the 6 nationalities.
Speaking on the importance of the bursary to the growth and sustainability of education in Delta State oil communities, Chief Izoukumor said the initiative is designed to encourage youths pursue academic excellence.
Political leadership of the state and national leaders deem it fit to establish this commission. And because the founding members, both the community level and the state level, acknowledge the importance of education. And so that was why bursary is being introduced to encourage the student. It's as a way of to encourage them, to motivate them.
He also highlighted some of the challenges encountered during the implementation process and how the Commission swiftly addressed them. The impacts of the 2024-2025 DESOPADEC Bursary Programme has been felt across the 6 ethnic nationalities under the Commission's mandates.
Little hiccup was the bank end, the private banks that we make use of. There was a particular case that a particular nation was paid twice, and when they called me, we gave them the practical realities that they have been paid. And it took them some days. The students were saying that they haven't been paid. And so, of course, there were mechanism that was put in place to entertain the complaint and also to monitor the implementation. And so the management swing into action immediately. Reach out the account department, no, contact the DFA, the Executive Director on Finance and Admin, and it was later discovered that there was an error from the bank. And within that week that it was discovered, I think the money was retrieved and the particular nationality was paid.
In his message to the students, Chief Izoukumor urged them to continue to support the Oboriwori-led administration to bring more development to the education sector.
And on this note, I want to continue to solicit their support to the Sheriff-led government. They all can attest that the blueprint of the developmental agenda of the government, which is the more agenda, today, 2 years and some more down the line, it was formerly a dream, but it is today a reality that Deltans and Nigerians are celebrating.
The successful completion of the 2024-2025 DESOPADEC Student Bursary Programme, alongside other impactful initiatives of the Commission, has elicited widespread commendation for DESOPADEC and Governor Sheriff Oboriwori.
I want to thank our governor for this opportunity given to all Niger Delta students to benefit from DESOPADEC, and I want to thank the chairman and the board members of DESOPADEC for this opportunity given to the Niger Delta students. May the Lord grant you your heart desires and give you more strength and knowledge, especially wisdom, to go through this stage, because it's not easy to pay students, a old Niger Delta student.
So I really appreciate the bodies involved for the payment of the bursary.
Yes, I think for me this is a very good initiative as far as the oil producing communities are concerned, because if things like this are going on in our environment, it's a boost to us that we are supporting the nation in one segment and the nation is giving back to us as a people. So I think it's a welcome development, and the initiative should not just end like this. They should keep on doing the good thing they are doing.
A total of 8,000 students benefited from the DESOPADEC 2024-2025 Bursary Programme, a clear demonstration of the Commission's commitment to empowering the next generation through education. That's our program. Thank you so much for watching this edition of DESOPADEC Weekly. Let's do it again in a fortnight when we return with more. But until then, continue to follow us on our social media handles on your television screen for all your questions, contributions, and suggestions. Together, we're going to build a greater Delta State. On behalf of the entire crew here, Joy Ucheyi is my name, and I'll see you in a fortnight.